This is the LowcoSports Lowdown podcast. Here are your hosts, Justin Jarrett and Wes Kerr.
And we are beyond Thunderdome because Mad Max has returned. Actually, Mad Max 2 is the Road Warrior. So there you go. I couldn't remember what the tagline of Mad Max 2 was, but I know there's one where they go to Thunderdome, and that's the good one. If you're not familiar with the Mad Max series from the 80s.
Was pretty good too.
Yeah, Mad Max
the new
was.
one
That
that
was
came out.
oh, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check that one out. But I was all
it came
about
out
it in
like
the
7-8 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I missed a lot of movies during that period due to being a parent and being busy, and
Yeah.
it was really expensive to go to the movies when you have kids. But regardless, Mad Max is not what we came to talk about. Well, I mean, we came to talk with you, Mad Max, but we did not come to talk about the 1980s movie series. But we did come to talk local sports. It's the LowcoSports Lowdown. It's Friday night. I am tired, boys. It's been a long day, week, month, year, decade. But a rewarding one, to say the least. No, I coached baseball today. I had B&I this morning. I've been going at it all day today, so it's been a long day. I'm a little bit loopy, but we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're kind of getting back in the swing. Still kind of a funky week, a slower slate this week than, it's kind of catch our breath week, so to speak, this week and next, I think. But at least for some people, and it's kind of staggered, so we're getting a little bit of residual. It's nice to be able to kind of slow down and spend a little more time on some of the games that have a little more impact. And you had one tonight, Wes, in the nest. The Shark Tank. You're in the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
But the denizens of the nest were there, the Seahawks, the girls' game, and it was Donnybrook, to say the least. I'll get your video pulled up while you start telling me about it.
Yeah, lived up to everything that we hoped it would be. And Hilton Head deserving 4-3 winners in a nail-biter of a game. Another close, fun contest out there at the tank, but this time it went the way of the visitors. And the Seahawks really took it. Yeah, they took control early.
That was a great save.
Yeah, early on, I'm trying to hook up everything, the highlights in my notes, but Ashton Fleming right there at the goal line to save what could have been. I mean, so that's a major turning point when you look at the scope of this game, because Hilton Head came back and scored. And what a game that Andrea Tapia was. She was an absolute beast, not just with that goal, but blocking shots on defense, and on top of that, being a great ball distributor. She was on top of her game. And the Seahawks, were able to really take advantage of that strong start and get some separation. And then Katie Russo pockets win on a beautiful strike to make it 2-0 Seahawks. But give credit to May River, by the way. They stayed in this game and continued to scrap and claw to keep it close. Hanlon Weidecamper was the hero in the shootout the other day. Gets one off the court to cut to 2-1, but then just 2 minutes later, it's Mia Castaldi off the head and into the back of the net, and it's 3-1 Seahawks. So all momentum quickly going back the other way. Some great set piece play tonight from Hilton Head High as they go back up by 2 goals. A lot of goals, a lot of scoring in this first half, and the Seahawks just really crisp and clean offensively and took advantage of some nice looks very close to the net. But the Sharks continue to find ways to battle. Lawton Croce had a nice game in between the pipes for the Seahawks in goal. Made a couple of important saves to keep the lead where it was. But once again, the River Sharks finding a way to test that Seahawk keeper, and they're able to do it right near the end of the half on what you would call a wicked hop that just bounces over the keeper. Really kind of didn't expect it there. And ends up being a goal for Rebecca Hoover right at the 40th minute mark. So right at the end of the first half, and all of a sudden it goes from 3-1, a comfortable lead, to now a narrow 3-2 margin. And all of a sudden it gets tense. I mean, you played better. You had control of this game. And then, all of a sudden it ends up being a one-goal game, but not for long, because of beautiful, nifty efforts from Annie Poole. Right place at the right time, slots it in, and it's 4-2 Seahawks. And then the Sharks get one back very late on a tremendous free kick by Zoe Stevenson. But unfortunately, she kind of just ran out of time after that. Couldn't really get anything else set up. But tremendous game as the Seahawks girls applaud the faithful. A lot of Hilton Head fans at the game tonight. Really impressed by the turnouts from Hilton Head fans, and that's a huge, huge victory that moves them up, to right there for a chance to stabilize themselves at number 3 in the standings. As we take a look at I'm pulling up now the Region 7 4A table, if you will. We'll see if they added in the results from tonight yet, but it looks like with the win, they will improve to 4-3, which looks like it will be good for third place, passing ahead of May River. So, Sharks
I'm
fall
trying
to
to
2 and
get
4.
the standings pulled up here as well.
Yeah, that's a big win. Yeah, that is a big win.
It is, and shout out to
River. Yeah.
Shout out to team mom Jessica Russo for a couple of those clips that were from up top. She sent in the goals as well, so I combined your clips and hers.
Yeah,
there were a couple where I liked her angle a little bit better. I could see a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we got them both in there. But
awesome.
Yeah, no, very useful when I see those clips pop in Dropbox. But so Hilton Head moving ahead of May River now. And it's going to be a fight to the finish to get the last playoff spot. I'm trying to think who everybody's got left.
Right. But the Seahawks in a pretty good position, although they still have some, challenge. Carleton County should be a pretty winnable one, but you still got to go to Lucy Beckham, and then you host James Island and the most likely senior night finale. So that should be a lot of fun over there at the Nest. That's a winnable game against James Island. Certainly going to be challenging, but if the Seahawks have shown kind of what we've seen these last few times out on the pitch, they put themselves in a great spot. And I thought the way they found a way to kind of limit what May River was able to do, they kind of kept the Sharks, to the sidelines. It didn't let them get, easy drives, I guess, if you will, to set up some shots close to the goal, and just really good team defense. And the majority of that second half, of course, they land a free kick goal very late, but after May River was able to find some opportunities, some of them were just bad bounces. That goal at the end of the half was just a tough bounce and wasn't scored from the best angle. It was just kind of a lucky goal there. Obviously, a solid shot allows the Sharks.
Both teams kind of had some fluky ones that were like the one just barely squibbed over the line for Hilton Head, the clincher. But if you look at the team that deserves the win,
effort. You look at the team that deserved the win tonight. Hilton Head was the better team and certainly deserved the 3 points at the end of the day. And it definitely was a lot closer than you would think, just because the way May River was able to scrap on a couple that found their way in the back of the net, and just tough ones to surrender if you're the Seahawks. Nice free kick there by Zoe Stevenson. Despite that being just a few minutes left, it kind of gives you an extra jolt if you're able to get something quickly. And we've talked about that before. If you score one, you have the opportunity to score another. But just great work defensively for most of that game from Hilton Head, and Lawton Prost was really key. And actually, I think the biggest save of the match might very well have been from Hilton Head's, not their keeper, but number 3, who had that stop right on the goal line. That was Ashlyn Fleming very, very early on. If May River makes this a 1-0 contest, it's a completely different game. If the Sharks
and
get
then
that
they scored right after that, right? Like just shortly after.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a huge swing.
Very shortly after. Yep.
And Kyle Nukster's got him playing.
You never know when one of those
really
plays
well.
can really turn around. Coach Kyle he's doing great work over there.
Yeah, man.
They're so quick.
Yeah, they are.
They're so well conditioned. They got some good speed. Yeah. And they have, some talented finishers, but they also just have some dogs on that group. And it really starts with Tapia. She was everywhere. I mean, doing a little bit of every skill that she possesses, and just the defensive intensity that she showed, just blocking a bunch of shots. And then on top of that, she has a heck of a leg, and that free kick was a thing of beauty, but she almost had a couple more. I don't think I put in there because she didn't score, but she almost had a highlight reel goal for the ages where she, settled a high arcing ball, settled it down with her feet, juked the defender, and then put one on net. And if she scored that one, that would have been like the goal potentially of the year, just missed by a hair. But man, she can play, and she has really become an integral piece of why Hilton Head has been able to, just really round out well together as a team. She provided that glue and that great scoring. But then you have, Mia Castaldi providing that senior presence as one of the captains. Annie Poole, with that big goal to make it 4-2. And then you look down the line, so many more important impact players. Key Russo has been sensational as a senior. Ava Poplin's had a nice year so far. And the back line, obviously, there are a couple of goals you wish you wouldn't have conceded, some fluky ones, but all in all, they did their job against a River team that has some talent. And the Sharks were, for the most part, especially in that second half, were shut down. They did not really find much of their game before they got that goal very late in that second half. Second half was really all Seahawks until the 80th minute where the Sharks were able to get one. And Hilton could have scored a couple more as well on their end. This could have been a 5-6 goal game from them. So certainly if you look at the analytics, Hilton would be far and away the leader in terms of expected goals in this game. Just how things could play out very differently sometimes. But
pressure.
Yeah,
it's a funky game, definitely.
Yeah.
But what you always hope is just the team that outworked the other gets the result, and that seems to be the case tonight. So, congrats to the Seahawks, big dub. Max, you got to the Ghost Pirates last night, and you were gonna go see HHCA tonight, but that got wiped off the schedule. Did you get out anywhere tonight?
I did not. I was kind of taking it easy tonight. But hey, dude. I will tell anyone this. This was my first Ghost Pirates game, so very exciting. I will say to anyone, if you haven't been to a Ghost Pirates game, you gotta go to a Ghost Pirates game. It is a incredible atmosphere. Great arena too, because no matter where you sit in that arena, it's a really good view. So it's a great experience. And the best part of it all was it went to overtime, which it's a bit different in overtime in the ECHL. It's a 3-on-3 in overtime.
Oh yeah,
so the NHL does that too. Yep.
Do they do that in the NHL?
Yeah, the NHL does it too. Yep.
They're 3-on-3 now. I thought they were 4v4.
Really? Yeah. I thought they were. Okay. Now. Anyway, really cool. They didn't score a goal in overtime, so then it went to shootouts, which, oh my God, how great is that for your first Ghost Pirates hockey game? And the Ghost Pirates ended up, winning it in shootouts. What a great experience that was. I actually played again tonight, and I believe the Ghost Pirates won 5-1 over the South Carolina Stingrays.
Nice.
So that's a bit of a rivalry there.
Yeah, in-state rivalry.
I'm kind of torn on that one.
It's we could call that the Battle of US 17. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
But it's what a cool experience. I was thrilled. I'm definitely going to go back to another game. 100%. I'm all in on it.
Season is wrapping up. Yeah, season's wrapping up.
Season's getting towards the end of it. You look at their standings. They're kind of sitting towards the bottom of their division, but give it another couple seasons, I really would love to see this team play some playoff hockey in Savannah.
Yeah,
I could not wait.
Playoff games straight up 10,000 more notches compared to just a normal.
Yeah, it's. Yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't even a sold out crowd on Thursday, but oh my gosh, the energy in that place was insane. Yeah. So I was really excited. I went with my dad. Me and him both enjoyed ourselves. We had so much fun, and I am definitely looking forward to going back to one. Maybe even this season, but more likely next season. But yeah, dude, what an experience. I was thoroughly excited. So anyone who's watching right now, if you've never been to a Ghost Pirates game, I would highly suggest you go. It is a great experience. So yeah.
I haven't been to one, but it's on my list. I just haven't been able to, but I just saw Bracken.
The craziest thing was
the green room. I had to see what was happening.
Yeah.
Somebody hit a double.
Yeah.
For
the craziest thing was the craziest
figured
thing
it
was
out.
tickets weren't that expensive. We paid like I think $80 for 2 tickets. It was a great view. So I mean, hey man, it is a fantastic atmosphere, and it's great to have a professional team back in Savannah.
Especially
we haven't
an ice
had
hockey team.
Yeah,
we haven't had we've not had a professional ice hockey team around this area before. So
no, there hasn't been enough interest in hockey until recently. I mean, you got to get a few. Had to get a few Yankees down here before.
Well, you think about it before the Ghost Prize. I mean, before the Ghost Prize came to town, there was no professional team since the Sandgnats, which it's been quite a while since they left Savannah. So
now the Bananas are no longer. They're a traveling circus now. They're no longer
the Bananas are they're
they've outgrown the city.
I mean, they still play some home teams. They still play some home games, but. I hope they get back to playing more home games and let these traveling, these Harlem Globetrotters teams that they play against go out and do their thing. Like the Party Animals are taking on a life of their own now. They're like their own
roster set for them now. Like, so do they just have one main roster? Do they play the home games in Savannah and the tour games as well, or just how does is it the same roster?
I think so. Although I know some of the World Tour games are now not involving the Bananas; they're involving the Party Animals and a third team that I can't place their name right now. But I think we're moving toward a league where you're going to have X number of teams, and they still may not have like home fields per se because they may
kind of like the like Big Three in basketball where they have like
like a wandering a nomadic league where they go play at one site every week and play all their games.
I don't think anyone kind of expected that the Savannah, like when they first announced that Savannah Bananas were going to become a thing, I don't think anybody was expecting what they were going to become. No doubt. It was just like one of those things like,
they were
I don't think even
what
they
exactly
did.
are they?
College summer league.
But now that
it basically became
so
like it basically became like a big improv show, like where they all just yes-anded each other to death. Like, that's great. And what if we also did this? And they're like, and also this. And then they just did all of it. Like,
it's great.
Just layered it in. And then the more success they had, the bolder they got. And they're just like, well, we're just going to play like a totally different game now. And then people still buy it. Like, it's crazy.
It's still
but I mean, like, no, we couldn't have foreseen this. I was literally hanging out with Jesse and Jarrett and them before they ever played a game because we hosted the opening round there when they first got to town at Grayson. And I'm telling you, like, they had plans and they had a vision, but it was not anything. They weren't talking about anything on this scale. I just think that they're just masterful at marketing. They market themselves really well, and then B, just taking chances and understanding that nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'm sure they've done a lot of promotions that kind of didn't work like they envisioned, and you just cross those ones off and go back to the list of ideas, and you figure out what's tried and true and works, and you keep that going. But they've just pulled out all the stops at every turn and just tried everything. And
the other thing is, the other thing is, we like Grayson Stadium. It's a cool place, a very historical ballpark. But you look at the Savannah Bananas and what they are now. You wonder how long it's going to be before they say, we'd like to add on to the stadium, or hey, maybe even get a new field, something like that. And it kind of goes back to those days of Savannah Sandgnats where they were asking for a new stadium. Savannah didn't give it to them, and then they left. I don't think Savannah Bananas will leave, but I wonder.
I think there's something special about the history of Grayson Stadium. How long it's been around. As long as they're able to keep it erect or keep it upright, they're expect.
Well, that's the thing. Savannah's never gonna tear it down. It's too historical of a ballpark. Right. I mean, that field's been there for almost since the days of the opening of Fenway and Wrigley Field. That's
if they build a ballpark in Savannah. It'll be on the riverfront, and they won't tear down Grayson.
Somebody
will
tear
move
down
in
Grayson.
No,
somebody will move in there. Someone will move into Grayson, even if you make a museum out of it,
or you just let high school teams play there. Just schedule.
Which I think is a great idea.
They used to do that. Before the Bananas, and the city, I'm sure, would go back to that. The Bananas.
We actually,
but in order to get a ballpark like that, we'd almost to get a ballpark like that, we'd almost have to have a minor league team, or the Bananas would have to go back to play, and they'd have to play more games in that park.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
I wish they'd just bring back the summer league team and keep it at Grayson, and then let the traveling team go do its thing.
I understand why they got rid of. I understand why they got rid of the summer league team, because they were moving on with that, that banana ball team, and it was.
I just wanted them to do both.
Deal. Although I will say,
I like the
summer league. But the college team was great because they were successful in that arena too. Yeah. And they were winning.
And it was real baseball.
They were winning.
Like, I like banana ball, it's fine, but I prefer real baseball.
Yeah, but that college team, those college teams won league titles. I mean, they were really successful at that level. Yeah, they dominated it. They destroyed it. And then when they got rid of it, I was like, why? That was successful.
Yeah.
Why get rid of it? But hey, that's they are such brilliant minds over there that they have thought of so many different things.
I mean, they're a national brand now.
Yeah,
they're a national brand now. They're known throughout the country, throughout the world now. It's no longer just here in the South. I mean, everybody knows who the Bananas are. It's
but when we were in Cooperstown, their stuff was everywhere. People from all over were wearing banana stuff. They were selling banana stuff up there because they were going to be playing at Doubleday Field at some point. They were doing big promotions for it and stuff.
Hey, but
no, they're worldwide for sure.
Yeah. Hey, so hats off to the Bananas. Hats off to the Ghost Pirates, man. And hats off to the city of Savannah. What an incredible arena that they built there. It is amazing. I was thoroughly excited. The first time I got to go to that arena, my dad, I had never gone to see the Harlem Globetrotters, and they came to Savannah, and my dad was like, "Hey, why not go? Let's just relax, have some fun." We got into the arena. I was like, "Wow, this place is great. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to go to a Ghost Pirates game." I finally got to go to a Ghost Pirates game, and oh man, the atmosphere, the excitement. Everyone around was wearing a Ghost Pirates jersey, and I mean everyone. I don't think I saw one person that wasn't wearing a Ghost Pirates jersey, or they were wearing a throwback jersey of the old Atlanta Thrashers.
Just different hockey jerseys.
Nice.
Yeah,
but I mean, you saw green everywhere. It was it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great night, and it was a great game too. So, I can't wait for the day that they have playoff hockey in Savannah. I mean, they actually had the league star game back in January in that arena, and I heard it was quite a success. So I mean,
I was there at that game. I was there at the All-Star game.
Nice.
I heard it was. I heard it was fun, but it's only just beginning for the Ghost Pirates. I'm excited for the day that they have playoff hockey in Savannah. It will be so much.
Yeah, that would be a heck of a scene.
It will be exciting the day that comes. I cannot wait. But man, what a game! What an atmosphere! Hats off to the city of Savannah and the Savannah Ghost Pirates for creating what is an incredible atmosphere.
It's a great experience. Yeah, fantastic game day, entertainment, and overall vibes, and hopefully this will be, a destination for many years to come. And man, that first year they get into the playoffs will be very, very memorable. There's nothing like that first season when you get in. So
it'd be cool to do a Ghost Pirates podcast.
There you go. Well, the Lowco Media Network will air and distribute it. If you get yourself a co-host and a producer, just let me know. We'll get it going. But let's shout out some sponsors. The MVP sponsors keep us going here at LowcoSports, and it starts with my wife, Megan Jarrett, the official realtor of LowcoSports. She's with Keller Williams of the Low Country, the new Anchor Home Group, and she'd love to help you put down an anchor in the Lowco or pick up your anchor and put it down somewhere else. If you want to get in the real estate market, put the house on the market and look to upgrade this summer, get in touch with Megan Jarrett. We'll get that search set up. She's the official realtor of LowcoSports and the queen bee of the Lowco Hive. And Homegrown Home Inspections is our official home inspector. Jan Lucas and his team are the best in the biz when it comes to making sure that you're making a safe investment in the real estate market with a home that is well built. They're going to look it over from top to bottom, or if you're building a new home, they'll do a phased inspection to check in every step of the way and make sure that it's being built up to code so you're ready on move-in day. That's Homegrown Home Inspections. Mickelson Law Firm is our official real estate closing attorney and the original sponsor of LowcoSports all the way back to 2017. Ryan and Tiffany and the Mickelson squad have been supporting us, and they also support Hilton Head Christian Academy. They're the presenting sponsor of our HHCA coverage. We love the Mickelson Law Firm. And Hospice Care of the Low Country, our official hospice provider, the only not-for-profit hospice in Southern Beaufort County. And they provide all kinds of services. They do just incredible work. That's why they were named the Golden Oyster Award winner for Best Nonprofit this year. If you have charity dollars to hand out, be sure to keep in mind Hospice Care of the Low Country, where it's not about dying, it's about living. Those are our MVP sponsors, fellas. And we got a little divergent there. We started talking a lot about Savannah sports, which is not in the Loco, but close enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
Not really. Like, we're not going to make it a habit to report on Savannah sports. They have their own media that reports on them quite well. There's plenty of coverage out there. But, if we're at the game, we'll talk about it. Let's talk some Loco sports, though. We told you about the soccer game. Hilton Head 4-3 over May River. Big win for the girls from Hilton Head. Few baseball scores. Bluffton 7-6 over Woodland. Gave up 2 in the top of the 7th to go down 6-5. Scored 2 in the bottom to win it. Miles Fry kind of struggled on the mound to start, but Tyler Wolf came in and went 5 1/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 8 Ks. Really nice outing. And Fry made up for it with the bat, 3 for 3 with a double, 3 runs and an RBI. So big win for the Bobcats there. That's a nice little dub non-region wise. And then Hilton Head put it on Battery Creek, 25-1. Yeah, it was a one-hitter. A bunch of different guys pitched. Brad Larson had 3 hits and 6 RBIs. Connor Wendell, 2 hits and 4 RBIs. Slater also broke 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Connor McCabe, 2 hits and 4 RBIs. Jensen Brady, 2 hits and 3 RBIs. So they piled it up on them. That was only 4 innings too. Bridges Prep 14-0 over BA. BA barely fielded a team this year, so that's not a surprise. TL Hanna got a sweep at the Nest. They beat Hilton Head 17-2, and then they beat Beaufort 3-2. Only 3 combined hits in that game. That's softball, by the way. So Kylie Rass only gave up 1 hit, but the Eagles made 5 errors, and they lose 3-2. Tough one to TL Hanna. Woodland beat Battery Creek 12-1 on the softball diamond. And then we got some USCB games. I was trying to stall as long as I could and see if we could get Bracken out of this Braves game, but they're still in the throes of it in the 10th inning. So we welcome Bracken Lambert to the show. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
I know you're a little sidetracked right now with the Braves game. I've also got the Iowa UConn game going over here.
Yeah, who cares about that? South Carolina's going to win the whole thing on Sunday.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's a solid bet. Although
you're right.
You can't ever count out to the shooting of Caitlin Clark if she's able to propel Iowa, but they're in a battle with UConn right now.
She waved off Raven Johnson, and Raven Johnson's going to drop 30 on her on Thursday. I hope so. But just because I got to listen
the Sand Sharks were in action today. The baseball team dropped the opener of the Peach Belt Series at Columbus State 13-4, but the softball team took down Georgia Gwinnett, old rival from the NAIA days, 3-2. So that was nice.
Yeah, Kinlaw was on her game again. Only 1 earned run, struck out 3. She had 3 walks, which is kind of unlike her. But early runs, there was only 6 hits, and Mackenzie Ford had 2 of them. JC Coleman, the top 3 in the lineup, Jaden Goodwin, JC Coleman, and Devin Weller each had a hit, and Darren Miller down at the 9-hole had a hit. So 6 hits, 3 runs. I'll take it. That's a big win for them, especially in this non-conference weekend where they're playing a really tough NAIA school. We've said it before. The moment that Georgia Gwinnett gets basketball, they'll hop into the Peach Belt and jump D2. Yeah. They've got the facilities for it. That Grizzly softball complex is beautiful. but yeah, big day for them, and then the doubleheader tomorrow, and then baseball will continue to play Columbus State at probably one of the best fields ever, Burger King Stadium at Ragsdale Field in Columbus, Georgia. That's if you haven't seen that field, it's gorgeous. So
have it your way.
That's right. Yeah, track and field hits the road. They're heading up to the Gamecock Invitational tomorrow. Only 3 guys competing. South Carolina's kind of set some standards into there. They have to have a certain number to compete now at their events. So Michael Martello, Jay King, I think, and Cam Edwards are going to be the 3 Sand Sharks competing up there in Columbia tomorrow.
Nice. So tomorrow double headers for baseball and softball, or is baseball playing singles?
If everything holds up, the weather looks beautiful in Columbus. They should be getting their first 3-game series in 3 days, and all right. Season long. Softball wraps up the doubleheader starting at noon tomorrow. So,
all right, right on.
Yeah,
that's a good win for USCB softball. I looking at the numbers, I didn't get to watch it today, although look back at the numbers, the box score and everything like that. It's a good win for them. Defensive battle, and it's something you like to see out of USCB, is being able to hold teams to 2 runs or less. It's good to see that out of USCB. Yeah, we got Georgia Gwinnett's an NAIA team, but like you said, they are a very tough and very competitive NAIA team. So good win for USCB softball. I look forward to being able to watch the keep track of the 2 games they have tomorrow. Hopefully they can potentially go for the series win tomorrow. That'd be exciting for them.
Well, JC Coleman has been she's been a really nice hitter.
Yeah, she has.
The senior, JC.
Yeah. They rekindled that rivalry from last year.
That's cool.
They competed in the same conference, the Continental Athletic Conference last year, and USCB actually took game 1 in that tournament.
Right.
And
at Gwinnett, right?
They
forced the Grizzlies to kind of run the table, which they eventually did.
It was a tight. It was tight
that
though.
Final game.
Heated.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe it got a little heated.
It sure did. We'll talk about the interference call off the air. But,
you got a little hot.
But
he got hot.
But yeah, I mean, it's a great win. Probably something just a win that they needed to pick up and get going to wrap up conference play. We've said it before, and I'm sure we'll mention it.
They just want to get some momentum, get some good feelings, good vibes.
Yeah, you've got to face off with Georgia College next weekend, or I believe they're home against Columbus State this coming weekend.
Right.
So senior weekend, that's going to be for those 3 seniors: Devin Weller, JC Coleman, and Zaniah Hamilton. So
all mean so much to that group. They all have done their part. Devin, really complete package at shortstop, and has always been terrific at the plate. Coleman, scrappy hitter, outstanding in the outfield. And then Hamilton, when she's been playing, she has been electric to watch. And, tough to see the way this year has gone, just health-wise for her. But what a great spark plug to have in the dugout whenever she's over there to provide that extra cheering to her team. And she means a lot, just having that veteran mentality, even though she's not playing, just find ways to root her squad on. So love Zaniah. She's awesome. And all those 3 seniors. So excited to, coronate their final home weekend.
Congrats,
series
gentlemen.
Two
of us are very distracted by the Braves walk-off win.
Yeah,
they were both chomping at the bit. I saw Max start fist pumping.
Hate that Zaniah didn't get the chance to. She hasn't gotten to play this year. She's still recovering from a knee injury. So, but she had some pretty big at bats last year. So, just looking forward golf conference starts up in a couple weeks away. Coach Corey's getting everybody through qualifying and just getting some rounds out there at Oldfield. So, but since I did listen to the whole Savannah Bananas thing, I just want to give one take. Go watch the Welcome to Banana Land documentary on ESPN.
Yes, I've seen it.
ESPN Plus. Yep.
Yeah, that's the top tier, and it's incredible. But that's that's my end of talking banana ball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have to say, like, when we did the banana ball fundraiser for Cal Heber, and
that was a blast.
Kids playing banana ball, man, that was unbelievably fun. Like, they really embraced it. They got it, and they loved it. They leaned into it.
Oh, Austin
Bruni went out in the banana suit to pitch. That was the showdowns were epic, dude. It was the kids leaned into it. And it was so fun.
Whoever made the decision to make the tiebreaker the relay race, that was the highlight of
that was me. That was me. The relay race tiebreaker. We did the relay race at McCracken practice today.
How'd that go?
It was good, except that they, instead of like doing team captains and having them pick teams, we had them pair up with somebody they thought was similar speed to them, and a couple of them really spit the bit on that assignment because we ended up almost getting lapped, one of the teams. So they screwed up their pairing up somewhere. I was like, a couple of y'all think you're a lot faster than you are because you went with the wrong guy. But regardless, it was fun. It's just a different way to get them to run harder around the bases and think about the fastest path around them. It's usually more effective with younger kids, but the middle schoolers loved it today. They were into it, so it's all good.
Nice.
You can make running fun. That's always a good thing. But all right, man. Well, actually, I had one other thing just to throw out there because you're a Buford High alum, and so is he. And we were talking hammer throw. We got something going on here in the Low Country with the hammer throw and the weight throw because Dexter Ratliff, you remember him from Buford High, broke his own personal record and elevated his own school record, and now has the #1 spot all time in the MEAC in the hammer throw. He's at South Carolina State.
Wow.
54.35 meters.
What
hell of a good
year
hammer throw.
What year did he graduate?
It's a good question. Just
couldn't have been that long ago.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, remember I was on the other side of the city of Beaufort there.
That's
for a little
true.
bit.
You were. Yeah.
I've been called a traitor, but
indeed.
no more. I'm back to my green and white.
I don't know what year Dexter graduated, but he
but he's at Savannah State. He's in
no, South Carolina State.
South Carolina State.
Yeah. And he just set the MEAC record all time.
That's awesome.
MEAC record. That's pretty
That's
awesome.
Distance too.
He was a dude back in high school. He was good. Class of 2019.
Oh yeah,
that was the year I graduated. That was the year I graduated. I do remember him, because he graduated the same year I did.
I was still in Atlanta then. I was working for the Bravos back then.
That's right.
Yeah.
I will never forget that Game 5 against St. Louis.
Oh, the infield fly rule?
No, that was 2012. No, the Game 5.
I know what he's talking about.
Where Fulte gave up 10 runs in the first inning.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Oh, boy.
Try having to ride a bus back with fans when you're an employee of the Braves and you're just their target. That was awful.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story. But that was not fun.
We don't need to go there. I don't want to go there. I try not to remember that game.
Oh, I don't care about the game. I'm talking about the aftermath, having to ride back with fans who were ready to throw cans and beer and popcorn at you just for working for them. Like we had any ability
Right.
Result.
You're like, bro, I work in the team store.
I can get you 10% off. Whoa, okay. Did you do that?
What happened? What had happened?
What was
I
that?
have no idea what just happened, bro.
Oh, effects.
You just got some
Wow.
fireworks behind you.
Cool.
I just
That
gave the
was
thumbs up.
Super
Like,
cool.
what?
Whoa.
What?
How
did you
is
do?
happening?
How did you do that?
Oh, it might be the new update on my MacBook.
What in the world? Do it again. Thumbs up.
It's not working now.
There we
There we
go.
There it
go.
goes.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta update my
That's
MacBook.
the weirdest thing.
It's
That's the-
unbelievable.
That's new. I saw it on the FaceTime. I was on FaceTime with Cam earlier. Shout out to my boy Cam Rivers for going out to my office to pick up a memory card. So I didn't have to take 90 minutes to drive back. But I gave the thumbs up, and it just kind of popped up. See, like that.
Yeah.
What? That's so weird. That's weird and cool at the same time.
You have your magic. Say like expecto patronum or something and see what happens.
Oh, I'm crying.
Like what
Here's
is happening?
fireworks. Here it comes.
What? How did you just make? I'm like, how are you making fireworks go off behind you? You think I'm doing it? That was unreal.
That was so funny. He just put his thumbs up, and all of a sudden, just these fireworks started exploding.
Oh,
in the
man.
background.
I was
That
like,
was
whoa,
funny.
did somebody dose me? What is going on right now?
Right, so let's just remember that for Sunday's rewind when we talk about on Sunday.
Yes.
That I don't give thumbs up or anything.
And if you do, you need to go, I'm proud to be an American.
Oh my God.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
That was wild.
This episode of the Lowdown is just completely lost.
Going off the
Oh,
rails.
yeah, we're done. We're done. It's time to
Completely
back
off
up
the
and go
rails.
home, boys.
We are
Start the
off the
buses.
rails.
Poor Larry.
Nobody's
Crow.
watching. Nobody's watching anyway. There's a basketball game on.
Yeah.
Like, people watch
38
women's
viewers.
basketball now. So, yeah, I know, but that's low for these days. We've gone through the roof recently. So,
I know.
I posted on my
But,
story, hey, come watch the Lowdown tonight. It's going to be a great show. And then we've gone off the rails.
we're,
Hey, you have
Hey, just,
completely-
I remember the old days of the Loco Hoop Report with Nick Field and Rob. Those were fun as
true.
well.
Oh my
yeah, we didn't
goodness.
usually do those live, though, because that would have been dangerous. We had to heavily edit those after the fact. In fact, I think that was the reason we started going live, because we're like, look, we don't have time to edit all this stuff out. We're going to end up getting sued. So we're just, don't say anything you wouldn't say live on YouTube.
Oh, man. That was
But,
so funny.
no,
I
Make
needed
sure you
that.
cut that up. Make sure you cut that when all of a sudden the fireworks go off, because one more time.
That
Let's
was
give it
unreal, dude.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is
look
really
and-
cool.
You got to figure out what else you can do, and I got to update my MacBook and see if I can get these magic effects as well. These are amazing.
There we go.
I now want to I'm gonna look it up tonight for you just to see all the hand motions you can give and see what
Oh my
reactions
gosh,
come from it.
unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. So
That's hilarious.
All right, well, we appreciate you, Bracken. We'll let you get on with it. I know you probably got work to do, and certainly have more to do tomorrow. So,
I
look
finished.
forward to
I
hearing.
got it done early tonight.
Oh, you're done tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm done. Graphics are ready for
Yeah.
tomorrow. Stories are written. Instagram
go.
posts are
Let's
up.
go.
Give me the fireworks. Come on. There we go.
You're like,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you, Road Games. Road Games, you are my friend.
Yes.
Thank you
All right,
for
buddy.
weather.
Well, yeah, weather working out helps as well. So,
Yeah, that's very
well,
nice.
we'll see you Sunday night, brother, for another edition of Sand Track Rewind, 8 p.m.
Yeah, we'll probably
that the
start a little
plan?
early since that game's
A little
will
early.
be done pretty early. Might have to go a little earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay
All
with
right.
Keep us in touch.
I'll text you guys. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Later, guys.
Holler at you.
Peace, man.
Take care. Bracken Lambert, USCB Sports Information Director, aiding us and steering it all the way off the rails. That was fun. Never know what you're going to see on the Loco Sports Lowdown. As our friend Forrest Gump said, it's like a box of chocolates. But the varsity sponsors of Loco Sports, we have DDS Web Design, which builds, hosts, and maintains websites for businesses and nonprofits to get results. You need to get found online so you can do more and think bigger. Call on DDS at ddshhi.com. Parker Law Group serves legal needs across Colleton, Hampton, and Jasper counties, and they also support us so that we can continue to expand our coverage in those counties and shine a light on more deserving teams and student athletes around the Loco. And Reverence Wrestling Club is the official wrestling sponsor of Loco Sports and the presenting sponsor of the Loco Grind. And they've got a cool event coming up, a couple cool events. The Loco Iron Man, I know, is coming to Reverence. And then they've also got a cool, it's like gonna be like all ages open division. Like they'll have kids age groups, but also an open division for adults. So that's going to be fun. And then they also have a cool clinic going on in Beaufort with the Marine Corps. So all that stuff's on their Facebook page. Check out Reverence Wrestling Club and see what all they got going on right now. We shared out some of it.
That doing that Iron Man, that is something else. That is something else.
Just watching.
Oh well, this is not that kind of Iron Man. Not like the race. That's just the name of the tournament, but it's a wrestling tournament.
Okay, all right. Just clarification there.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool. Cool.
And then, but no, Ironmans are legit. And then Dr. Ambrose Cole is the official chiropractor of Loco Sports. You can find him at Rooted Living Wellness, and he'll get you feeling right, mind, body, and spirit. And we're going to get Dr. Ambrose on real soon to talk about some of the things that he brings to the table, especially for athletes, because he's really amazing at working with athletes. So anyway, that'll do it for the Loco, for the VIP sponsors. Bracken's got a whole list of new tricks that he can do the next time we're on.
No way.
On live. Yeah. So you have no idea what you'll get to see next time, but he could do this and something cool would happen. Or he could do this. There's some cool ones. He can do this.
That was the
just this. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So funny.
It's gonna be good times. I can't wait till I upgrade my system. Other stuff going on tonight. We talked about all the scores already. Nothing. I mean, other than that Bluffton Woodland game, which was entertaining, close game back and forth. And the TL Hanna Buford softball game, I guess. The rest of it was kind of blah.
Yeah, soccer was great. Soccer was fantastic.
Soccer was phenomenal.
The tank.
Yeah. No, that was worthy of
just it's cool to
talking
see
20 minutes about it at the top.
Competitive these matchups have been.
They're all so good.
Lucy Beckham's the real number one, and Colleton's at the bottom. But other than that, I just have memories of Hilton that beat up on everybody in girls soccer. They were the top dogs, and they beat the heck out of everyone. And now we're getting a lot of close matchups, which is cool to see.
Sorry, Caitlin just made a sick dish.
Oh, and one,
nasty.
I saw that.
Yeah. Crazy good dish. Wow. This game's getting to be a Donnybrook, so I'm not going to have any problem with bringing this thing in for a landing and going to watch the rest of it. But the every matchup, boys and girls. I mean, throwing out Colleton, which hasn't been terribly competitive. Every other one is just phenomenal, like really, really good stuff. I need to be able to get out to more, but man, I'm just too much going on, especially with coaching baseball.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the playoffs, man. That's gonna be so much fun. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much fun to watch. See if some of these teams end up playing each other in the playoffs. I can't wait. It should be fun.
You a soccer guy, Max? You a soccer guy?
A little bit. Some soccer games, man.
Yeah,
I have some soccer games. But I always pay attention to any sport. Soccer is not my thing. But I do. Yeah,
that's where I am. Like, I'm not a soccer guy, but I enjoy good soccer.
I love playing soccer as a kid. That was probably one of my most favorite sports. All right. Yeah,
We played soccer on the
soccer.
playground, but one goal was the
Yeah.
tree line and the other one was past the trailer.
Yes.
You could have as many
Yes.
goalies as you wanted, but the height of the goal was determined by the height of the tallest goalie.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
there
I
were
played,
basically no rules. We called
yeah.
it Rambo soccer.
I
Rambo
played
soccer.
2 seasons. I played 2 seasons of soccer, and then like by first grade, I moved over to baseball, and I just didn't stop playing baseball from there.
Oh, we
So,
didn't.
you
We
know.
didn't have soccer, youth soccer, or high school soccer in my small town in Kansas, rural Kansas, in the 80s and 90s. I regret to inform you, soccer did not exist there. And there was no demand for it. Like nobody was clamoring for it. How the world has changed.
It's definitely gotten bigger the last 20 years or so.
Oh yeah,
in the States.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some sports,
Yeah.
you know, that are becoming
Now
huge, especially here in the South.
I did love the major indoor soccer league that was on ESPN when I was a kid.
Indoor soccer.
I watched the heck out of that. The Baltimore Blitz was my squad.
Oh wow.
I have no idea why, but they were. It was. Hey man, whatever was on ESPN, I was watching as a kid, and, and for a minute there, the MISL was big.
What was that? Because I still watch some of the weird stuff on ESPN just for the fun of it. They brought back what is it? Is it called Slam Ball or whatever?
Yeah, the
where they have the trampolines and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I love watching that. That's always
that's
fun
pretty fun. Have you seen Wrestle Ball? It's a Russian sport. Wrestle Ball.
Yes, I've seen that. It's interesting.
Pretty intense.
I find it interesting. Yeah, it is intense. Anyway, we're getting off topic again.
We are once again getting off topic, but we were really just trying to fill some time until we could read some more sponsors, so we can do our shout outs and call it a night.
I will say this. I will say this. When it comes to soccer, I think what got me excited about soccer again was when I got to see Hilton Head Christian win 2 straight state titles. Getting to watch them play, I was like, wow, this is so much fun to watch. I could never play like this, but it's
Bergner and the boys.
Yes, yeah. Bergner, O'Grady, Webster.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day, dude. He looks completely different than what he did back in the day, but
yeah, Bergner looks like a hippie. I love it. Yeah,
it's great. But yeah.
He's a good dude, man. His pops is a good dude too. I really enjoyed covering Evan in high school. Yeah, that kid could really play, man. He could really play. He's a gamer.
Yeah, and then you had
real competitor.
You had a lot of players, you know, that was on that team. You got Bergner, you had Alex Nishadka, you had, you know, Lucas O'Grady, Carson Webster, Chase Harsta. I mean, they had so many talented players, man. It was so much fun to watch, and I got to go and watch, I think, 2 of their state championship games, and then I got to watch, I watched their second state championship winning game, and then I watched them as they played their third. Ended up losing in the state championship game the third time around, but you know, I was excited to watch them play. You know, I was like, dude, this is fun to watch, but it's never something I would fully get into, but I do enjoy watching it. So
here's my biggest soccer highlight of my life. Would be Mia Hamm, Christine Lilly, and I'm trying to remember who the third was. When they came to USCB and did a clinic camp. Ed Heberling was the coach at the time, and that was a very, very, very cool experience to have 3 Olympic champions. Oh, Julie Foudy was the other one. 3 Olympic champions, you know, on campus at USCB teaching the game. That was unbelievable.
But, you know, I think the other thing that's getting me excited more about soccer is how this region for public school, you know, with Bluffton, May River, Hilton Head, how exciting and how
don't forget about Buford girls either. The Buford girls,
Buford girls are
have
good
the potential
too.
to make a deep run.
You know, it's funny because we talked about the Hilton Head girls team. You look at the region; they're not far behind James Island. I don't think that they aren't that far behind James Island. I mean,
they lost 4-2 on the road up there, but it was very competitive. You know, I think that's a winnable game for them. And then the other team to not sleep on in the public school, I think, is Bridges Prep Boys. They don't see a lot of competition. They have a hard time finding good competition because their region is pretty weak, and then the non-region, nobody around here who's any good will play them. So they in the past they've kind of gotten snuck up on in the playoffs, but they're pretty talented and well coached, and they've been together for a while. So I definitely keep tabs on them as well. And then Skiza, we got some pretty solid teams, a bunch that I think have a chance to go semis or finals, or even win it all. So soccer is going to be fun down the stretch, and we're getting into it. Like we've only got about like a month before it's all winding down. So it's pretty crazy. Some of it goes on for a couple weeks after that, but it starts wrapping up here pretty soon.
Once you get to May, it's all
it start tying up loose ends because people are about to start going home. Loco Booster Club keeps us going. Court Lifestyle Pros, Daniel and Debbie Court, are Lowco natives with the Charter One Realty, and they would love to bring you home to Hilton Head Island. Revive Rehab, Women's Health, and Pelvic Floor Physical Therapy. Dr. Allie and Dr. Jen will take care of you after you have that baby. Get you feeling right again. Eagle Creations have promotional items and custom apparel as well as gift baskets. They can set up a team store. They got awards and trophies. So coaches, if you need to get prepped for that end of season award stuff, call on Eagle Creations and let them know the Lowco sent you. Jay's Barbershop is the place to be in Ridgeland, whether you need a haircut or not. You got to get out to Jay's Barbershop for some spicy conversation and come out looking stylish. And Barefoot Floor Care of the Low Country. Talked to Chris Odom this morning. I saw that Barefoot Floor Care of the Low Country just became one of our top fans on Facebook. One of those random badges that Facebook hands out. I was like, just now? I mean, they're literally in the Loco Booster Club, and Chris likes our posts almost every live show. So they should have been a top fan a long time ago, Facebook. Get it together.
Yeah.
But that's the Loco Booster Club. They would love to have company. Just $50 a month will get you in there, and everybody will get to hear about your business right here on the Lowdown every weeknight for as long as we can keep that going. And I mean, now we've proven we can talk about nothing for an hour. So, there's no reason to shut this thing down just because things slow down for the summer. We might as well just keep getting on here and talking about whatever nonsense every Saturday night or every night, like Larry David.
Yeah.
But shout outs, boys. Who you got?
I'm going to go to the soccer pitch and a couple of choices here just in that game because a lot of standouts were shown on the field. But I'm going to go with, as I get back to the names here, I'm going to go with Tapia, Andrea Tapia, who, as I said, did a little bit of everything. Had that free kick goal to open the scoring, was sensational defensively, and the offense just kind of ran through her. Just the way she found open teammates and just passed the ball really well and had a heck of a shot and showed that on display. Almost had a couple of goals, but, really dominant game, winning the 50-50 balls when she got, close to it and just made a couple of really terrific plays defensively and blocking shots and coming up with a nice slide tackle on defense. So, she did it all out there and was really the difference in helping propel the Seahawks to that great start. And then she locked it down defensively. So doing a lot of different things to help Hilton come away with a huge 4-3 road win over the Sharks.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Yeah. Max, who you got, bub?
Give me Wolf for Bluffton Bobcats tonight. Came in relief, 5 in the third innings, only 5 hits allowed, only 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. I think he had 1 walk. Came in relief after what was a tough start for Fry for the Bobcats. Miles. I mean, good win for Bluffton High School, man. I know it's an out of region game, but it's a win that they need. After what they've had going for them in region, which isn't much.
Right.
So,
it's one of those that it doesn't matter, but it matters to your psyche as a team. And it very much matters that you go, because especially if they rallied back, they were down 4-1 when Wolf came in. He shut them down, kept, let them get back in it. They took the lead. and then they gave up the lead on unearned run. So, like that's going to be a really demoralizing way to lose that game after you fought back in it, but then they walk it off. And so you get like this big, like karmic reward, so it's like such a emotional swing. And that's exactly what they need, because they kind of need to go 4-0 in region the rest of the way, or at least 3-1 to have a shot to slip in. And truly with those two pitchers, if they slip into the playoffs, like if those guys shove, they could be the team that's sitting 2-0 there, waiting for somebody that's got to beat them twice. So I wouldn't entirely count them out of this thing yet. I don't anticipate that's going to happen. I'm just saying, like, there is like a path if they can get things going in the right direction. But yeah, shout out to Wolfie. I've watched that kid play since he was really young, and watched his little brothers play as well. And he's tremendous. He's still young, I think a sophomore. And he's got two little brothers coming. One's in 6th grade. One's like 10, 9, something like that. They're going to be animals, absolute animals. Yeah. Multiple sports. But here's my shout out. It is the one and only.
Yeah, Pringle.
Big Pringle.
And then we got more. Pringle is the star of
he's got the
of Bama Twitter right now.
Oh, I love it. Working the $1 million band. Oh, they love him over there.
That's great.
Think he's feeling good? Think he's enjoying himself? Look at this one. This is the best one of all.
Yeah.
Oh, he is enjoying this well-earned moments.
That was well earned. It was 100%.
You can take the boy out the Lowco, but you can't take the Lowco out the boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man,
that's great.
no, I've been texting with Nick the last couple of days, and I'm just so happy for him to be having this success right now, because as we've noted before, like, it hasn't been a straight path for him. It hasn't been. It's been a tough journey. It's been a circuitous route. And there were times where he had kind of diverted off the path and could have, if he didn't get back on it, could have got lost, off in the woods. But here he is, whatever's happened in the past has happened. You can't change it. You can only go forward. And right now that man is locked in. He is loving life, and he's loving his team, and he's playing his ass off. And UConn is what they are. They're like really freaking good. But it's nothing to lose for Alabama as far as I'm concerned. And I think
I wouldn't count him out.
I wouldn't either. I mean, I know UConn is the best team in the tournament. They were going in. They still are. Yeah. But Alabama plays with an energy and like ferocity that like nobody else does.
Too. They are quick and
if they get you down, they will maul you. Like, so we'll see. They're going to be very physical. Maybe they can get some guys in foul trouble, but no, I'm looking forward to watching Nick on the big stage and seeing him get another chance to shine. So, and I'm so happy for Jim Raymond and Quaj, his mom, and I don't know who all else is out there, but everybody who got to travel and be a part of this and experience it from the Low Country, like that's just unbelievable for me. Whatever happens. It's an incredible life experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's already. I mean, no matter what happens, they've already laid down the foundation. They
made history.
This was the first team to get to the Final Four, first ever team to get to the Final Four. So they've made history no matter what happens beyond this point. So
it's like now it's just never buy a beer in this town again territory, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a point at which it's like, yeah, you'll never buy a beer in this town again. And I would say Nick Pringle's probably there in T-Town, like barring something he does to run afoul of them. I think he'll be taken care of in Tuscaloosa for as long as he lives. But that's a pretty cool thing, and certainly here as well. He's got adoring fans here. The kids, imagine too, for the kids who've gone to his camps or watched him play in high school, cool. Got a high five when he ran out of the tunnel at the state championship or something, like have some little memory of Nick Pringle that connects them to him. To be able to see that is going to be unbelievable. But we'll wrap this thing up and go watch Caitlin Clark try to hold off UConn. Donnybrook 3-point game, 8:30 to play. But thanks so much to everybody who joined us tonight, including what's that?
I said make it a 5-point game. Just check the score.
Anyway, back and forth. He might be ahead.
He might be ahead of me. No spoilers. But thanks to everybody who showed up to listen or watch tonight. Thanks to Jessica Russo for the clips to add to Wes's. Thanks to Bracken Lambert for hopping on to talk USCB with us and teach us magic tricks that my computer doesn't know yet. Thanks to all of our sponsors who make all of this possible. Whatever this is, and, whatever this has been, they've made it possible. And thanks especially to you for showing up to listen or watch. Tell your mom and them about Loco Sports and the Loco Sports Lowdown. We'll be back Sunday night for the Sand Truck Rewind. It was not in my head at the moment. And then we'll be back Monday to start up another week of the Lowdown post solar eclipse edition. We'll recap all the excitement from 4 hours of slight darkness that has shut down our entire world. And it will also tell you about everything that happened on the Loco sports scene that night. But that's going to do it for tonight. For Worldwide, Wes Kerr and Mad Max Arraj, the Road Warrior. We will be back on Monday night. Till then, go Loco.
The Loco Sports Lowdown podcast is a production of Lowco Media LLC and LowcoSports.com, an independent media outlet providing grassroots local sports coverage in the South Carolina Lowcountry. We are sustained by community support from sponsors and patrons like you. Get in the game with a monthly pledge of $1 or more at patreon.com/LowcoSports to keep us going and growing. Go Lowco.